This is 110% with Jordan Karst.
Live on Periscope. If you are watching in, thank you so much. Make sure to check us out online, 110percentpod.com. We are a sports podcast based out of Lethbridge, Alberta, Canada. Joe against Paul in Right versus Wrong. Butter Ripple Schnapps. That is what we are going to be doing tonight. It is a best 2 out of 3 battle. I will ask 3 questions. If you think you have the right answer to the question, you buzz in by saying your name. If you get it right, your opponent does a shot. If you get it wrong, you must do the shot. I took questions that are themed around things we're going to be talking about tonight. First up, who was last year's Masters champion? Paul is in first.
Jordan Spieth.
Jordan Spieth is correct, which means that
Last
first
year's,
shot.
this year's, next year.
Thanks so much for asking me a golf question, because I know nothing about golf.
We're going to talk so
How do you
much
not
golf
know
tonight.
Jordan Spieth?
Yeah, he's got the greatest name in all of sports. Michael Jordan. Jordan Karst. Jordan Spieth.
All the famous Jordans.
The other Michael Jordan that played at the World Juniors for like the Czechs a couple years ago.
Yeah, I think he's a teammate of Zach Boychuk's. Yeah, and then Carolina's farm system.
All right, Joe, if you didn't get the golf question right, here's hoping you know your basketball.
Oh,
Who
good.
won March Madness this year?
Paul
Paul is in.
Villanova.
Villanova is correct. Paul is going
Yeah,
to
I
be-
watched 0 of that as well, so...
Oh, man.
oh man. I may get swept here.
You didn't bring any beer.
No!
Like you brought
You
water.
told me to get on my horse
That's
and
true.
get
Like,
here.
there's beer in the fridge, but what I mean is you didn't even grab a beer from the fridge. 2 shots to 0.
I just
You
finished
knew.
driving 2.5 hours.
He just knew. First thing I do after I drive 2.5 hours is like
it doesn't even if I'm
crack
on
a
a
beer.
destination. If I'm just 2.5 hours into a trip, I'm like, you know what? I need a beer. Roads are annoying right now. All right, third and final question. Which country was hit hard this week with a doping scandal?
Paul.
Paul is in.
I was
Russia.
Russia is correct. Joe goes 0 for
That is
3.
sad I didn't even get to drink.
You can have a shot after if you want. Go ahead.
I own Joe in this competition though. Historically.
That wasn't even pretty.
Joe shows up late for the show and then he blames it on the Calgary traffic, but he's really just hoping we start the show without him and he doesn't have to do right versus wrong.
You know what? Usually I'm pretty good at this game.
Not tonight.
Not tonight.
Not tonight.
You and I are probably 50-50.
I don't know.
I think so. I think we need to...
We had the numbers worked out at one point.
East Hope, go track those stats. Find out who's done what. 36
There's only
episodes
36
of
shows
Right
you got to
versus
go
Wrong.
through. It can't be that bad.
So Joe loses 3-0. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in on Periscope. Right versus Wrong on 110%. Thanks to Pizza Hut, our sponsor. Fantastic food once again down in the man cave tonight. We'll be back next week. Go check out our website, 110percentpod.com.